bustling hive of activity, and it has a secret.
Now you and me both know that this stretch is full of fish. Yes. But what I didn't know is it holds one of the UK's most elusive fish. River carp. Carp. Don't believe it. My first ever river carp I've ever seen in my life. I've fished rivers my entire life and I've never seen a river carp. It's actually by only sheer happenstance that I managed to find these fish in here. I have been scouring River Foss for weeks now looking for fish, and we did find a lot of fish, which that's a video to come, but there was no carp, no tench, which is what I was after, but we've seen a lot of bream, a lot of big rudd actually. And then I went the other day after 2 weeks of trying. I've been out on the paddleboard scouring this river. The place I usually park, I couldn't get parked, and then I found a car parking space and somebody whipped in it just before I could get in it, so I was like slightly angry. I thought, do you know what, I'll go for a drive to where I am right now and we'll just see what we can find. And as I turned up, straight away my first ever river carp, and then I spent maybe an hour here just looking about, seeing what we can find, and carp just started turning up left, right and centre. So all we've got to do now is catch some fish. Let's go. I think what's going to have to follow now is the biggest 3-day pre-baiting campaign.
It's a brand new day.
The season isn't open yet, it's the 13th, we've got 3 days, but I've come for a wander with a bucket of bait.
I'm moving my legs in my city time.
Come a little bit earlier today because we sort of got spotted by a keen local angler yesterday, but just as I was finishing baiting up a completely different part, so we're going to be quick today. I have brought a mountain of particle with me today. That's what we're going to hit it with, particles. They've turned the weir on today, you can probably hear that in the background. I'll just show you. That was not on yesterday. A lot of fish milling about in here. This oxygenated water, they're going to be drawn up to this. A lot of natural feed coming in. We're going to be fishing just down here. Let's get some baiting.
If you wanna get happy, then people come along with me. A beep, bow, 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 bow.
Tonight we're hitting it, man. It's the 15th of June today, 12 o'clock tonight. We'll be sat in this exact peg doing a little bit of bagging hopefully. It's a really clear non-windy day today, so I can see most of the bottom. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you can see just down here, clear patch right there, perfect for throwing one of the rods, and then the other rod's going to go in there. There is a little bit of a snag there which I don't know if you can see, which might just hinder us a little bit. But yeah, I've just waited for the swans to disappear because we're not going to fill it in front of those. They've just emptied one of the other spots that I've pre-baited. Big ones, look at them. Oh my, you have no idea what it's like looking at these fish and not being able to fish after them. Wow, big ones. I've got the fish of a lifetime right in front of me and I can't fish after it. So yeah guys, the next time you see me, we'll be down here tonight doing some bagging. Let's go.
It's probably just because I have seen so many fish, but I just assumed I'd catch a fish instantly. First major issue was that they turned the weir on full, so we've been washed out of that peg and now we're sat here throwing over to the baited areas. It's just ticked 7 AM and I haven't been to sleep yet, so I think I'm going to have to pack up.
There must have been some rain fell somewhere because they turned the weir on. It is heaving through and I feel like we've wasted 3 days of pre-baiting, hammering through here now. It'll wash all that bait away. Couldn't really fish it from the top bank. It's a bit of a nightmare. So now we're left wondering what to do.
So after a couple of hours sleep and more determined than ever, I got myself back out for another session. This time, a stalking session.
One right there. Right there. Come on, big lad. Big one there. Jesus Christ, how didn't you eat that? Where did you come from? Out of nowhere. Going right for where it was. Go on, turn round, turn round, turn round. Just see you. There you are, there you are. Go on, go on, go on. Swam by it, swam by it. Don't believe it. No. I think we're gonna have to change tactics again. All that weed in middle, that's where I've seen probably 80% of them. All milling about and all that weed down there. But they're digging stuff up. And this is through day. We might have to change tactics and come back. So close today, closest I have ever been to catching a river carp. It sniffed it and swam off.
This is the exact moment what I am trying to achieve turned into an obsession.
Roll along, boys, save a place for me. I'm getting so tired of the company. I'm getting black looks from the big white man. I've gotta get away just as fast as I can. Down in Malibu where the living is so wild and free. If you wanna get happy, then people come along with me.
And that brings us on to today. And to top all of this today, I've just been speaking to a guy who actually managed to catch one, 12 pound exactly, on a floating pellet. Crazy. And I think he just got lucky because it was the most amount of carp on that Wednesday. And then from there, it's sort of been just a steady decline. And then the season opened, they had a little bit of pressure and it's gone to literally 0 carp. Absolute nightmare. So we might have to go to some different stretches and see if we can catch them there, because they live round here in this whole stretch, you know what I mean, but we never really fish after them. Swans are milling about in 8 line. Real bad. And that's what we get. So yeah, we're gonna go find a different stretch, I think. Right then guys, I have brought a mountain of bait again. Hemp, corn, chickpeas, Got a load of oats in there as well. We've soaked a load of oats, a bit of ground bait. And there we have it. We're throwing a good 2 kilos in there. We're going to do this for a good few days leading up to coming actually fishing down here. Hopefully it holds a couple of carp. Let's get out of here quick. When I originally decided to actually start fishing after these fish, I just assumed that it was going to be the easiest thing on the planet, given that there was literally at my toes for the 3 days leading up to the open season. But from there, it has been the most difficult thing I have ever done. I'm currently 20 days into fishing after river carp. I've decided that it's actually impossible, and not only have I been fishing here, I have actually been all over the country, and every time I go barbel fishing, one of the rods is dedicated to catching a river carp. So I think for my own sanity, and now we're into October, I'm gonna have to give up this pursuit for river carp until next year. So unfortunately guys, I'm calling it. We're putting the gear away, and I'll see you next summer. Hopefully, when the fish are back. Thanks for watching the video guys. If you enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate you going down below, smashing that like button. Also, maybe consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next episode.
It's a brand new day.